Okay, it's windy, it's cold, but we got us some material for Saturday night ammonite. These are the ones that my daughter's best friend brought over some of these to me, little pieces, and I about had a heart attack because look at them. This is just some kind of landscaping stone. Look at the brachiopods. Holy shoot. Look at the freaking brachiopods. Holy butt nuggets, wow. Every single one. See, because I swear these stones come from slightly different production areas, and so you end up with a different result because they would have gone through different processes to get marked. Like, look, there's a brachiopod right there. Wow. So this isn't Friday night ammonite or Saturday night ammonite. This is Saturday night brachiopod. Hopefully no one's going to come out here and aerate my skull. God damn, these things are all... Look at that, brachiopods. Look at them. God bless it. This is finally something new. Oh, geez, I could live over here. Just come and set up a tent. Look at all this stuff. This being America and all. Though, of course, I'm not armed. Not that No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at all your fossils.
Oh. I'm like, okay. I guess maybe I knew we didn't have an electric box or anything back here, so.
These are all brachiopods. They're long extinct. They've been extinct for 65 million years.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what all these are. All these fossils and these rocks.
Well, the gentleman that used to live over here quite a few years ago passed away, and he was a professor or something, and he went all over. He had a garage full and a house full, and we took a few of them when he passed away. And
my daughter's best friend lives here.
Oh.
And she came over. She knows that I love fossils, and all the rocks around here are fossils.
Yeah,
and
they're probably all from Joseph when he collected them.
Oh no, the whole city.
Oh, really?
All of them.
Oh.
Every piece of gravel. But anyway, she brought a piece over to me that she found somewhere around here, and I was like, goodness gracious. And then we came over here, and I have a YouTube thing I do.
Oh,
and I talk about fossils in places around here.
Oh, all right.
So like, but most of the stuff I see, nothing is as clear as this.
Yeah,
That
like
is
I said, he traveled all over, and his garage was just shelves full of rocks. And
See that right there?
Uh-huh.
That half circle right there? That is a section of a shell of an ammonite. You're actually looking sideways through the top. You know, an ammonite looks like a curl, right?
Right.
So that is like the top curl of one. That's a section of ammonite right there. It is unbelievable because this whole area was underwater. It was under an ocean. Isn't it amazing? Well, I apologize for frightening you. It's just
that's okay. I was just like, I know we don't have a utility box over
No,
here.
nothing like that.
So.
It's just like all these scraps of stones.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brachiopod. You can actually see the valve in the shell. That's actually the hinge right there. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, over the years we've had kids that have come over and broken them. We found them out on the grass, so we just kind of put them back over here. And I told my husband, I said, a lot of these like this, I said, I want to move them to the backyard so the kids stay away from them.
Yeah, this is, I'm still a kid, but I'm a little bit younger.
Yeah, these are the little kids.
The little kids. Can I talk you out of these 4 stones?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, I really am super happy about that. I swear I won't come by unannounced again. It's just...
Oh, that's all right. Like I said, I was just curious.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like this. Brachiopods are kind of like a clam. And that's what that is.
Oh, yeah?
Isn't it?
Looking at it, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They still exist today. They're not extinct, but they're not anywhere near as widespread as they were. I am
I
so...
told my husband, I said, when we move, I said, those are all going with me. And he just looked at me and went, you're kidding. I went, no.
Oh, no.
I said, Joseph had a garage full of them. Like I said, they put some of them over there. And,
Yeah, look, you can see them
we
here.
brought a bunch of them here and some in the backyard.
So the shell structure, the brachiopods, it's still, even though the shell is gone, the structure of the shell is there. And so it protects itself. And so this is a complete brachiopod. It just popped out of the rock.
Huh.
That's what that is.
Okay, well, that's nice to know.
Yeah, that's all this stuff. If you, for me, I had to stop thinking about these things as rocks and start thinking about them as animal remnants.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this has been a very, very, very special Saturday Night Ammonite. I definitely haven't seen some new stuff like this for a really long time, so I thank you so much. What was your name?
Monica.
Monica, I'm Spencer. Hi, how you
Nice
doing?
to meet you. Good.
I'm just, you have absolutely made my day.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
Yeah, it's
I'm
awesome.
glad we didn't stick them in the backyard because that's what we were going to do 2 weeks ago. We were going to move all those out to the backyard and bring all my little statues out front here
Well-
for a change. 'Cause we've lived here for over 30 years and
Yeah.
it's been, Joseph's been gone for probably a good 15 to 20.
Really?
I've had these, yeah.
Well, I think it's great. It's just fantastic. There's so much knowledge and wonderful things around to, to show us and learn, and it's just fantastic.
Well, good.
I'm super
I'm
happy.
glad they're giving pleasure to somebody that enjoys things like this other than the kids smashing them.
Yep. Okay, folks, we're going to follow it up. It's a good number of days later. I made some time and I cleaned up what I had, looked at it. It was fun. It's going to be a real effort to not go back over there. Plus, I got a couple of extras. Other stones. I don't know. Maybe I should go with... how about that? Choose that instead. I think that's a little easier on the eyes. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, pretty cool. It just like popped out of the rock. There's even like sections of like the cell, the nacre on the shell. You see the growth rings? That is cool. And this is cleaned. Cool. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. This one is just, it's a heavy iron rich. It's another ammonite, but it's like, it's got squished and converted to like this rust. You can still find pieces of it. It's pretty neat. I like this one. Let me see if I can back this up, give myself some contrast. See, you've got like sections here that are still some kind of obviously different like shell material. You can see some more there. And here this thing looks like it was lying on top of some brachiopods. Wait a second. Okay, that's just a section of the shell. There's certain brachiopods that what's diagnostic about them is is how the shells are built. So this is like here. This is a slab. I found this in the front yard a long time ago. One of the first things I ever found. This is how obvious it had to be for me to even think that this might be something. Anyway, but these hang on one second. Yeah, Ceramus is the name. So like here's a little one. And you can just see that it's pretty thin, but this still would have been the size of a dessert plate, right? Okay, you see all these folds and ridges and stuff, right? Well, this is one of those. These things could grow huge, huge, big, like manhole sized, boogie board sized. So this has got, there's a, I mean, you can see the ammonite there, but you can see what's left of the part of the shell of this Inoceremus, this piece coming out from underneath. So anyway, but what's the reason I'm babbling about this? Because if you look, see these things? See those calcite rods right there? Like this, all this stuff. All these little chunks and pieces. Like this got all mushed up. This got crunched up, broken away from the original shell. And you can see the layers in there. I don't know what this stuff is. But anyway, I was looking to see if that other one had these things, those little vertical line diddlies. Anyway, but I found this years and years and years ago. This is the stuff we found. Well, not that. And Sadie found that one later. It was cool. Just, you know, shedding off of these rocks. Look at that. Looks like some kind of a limpet. What do I know? Maybe it's the back curve of an ammonite, and it could be. Because we can actually see that the curve there goes over, and it aligns with this, kinda. I don't know, I'll have to look at that one really closely. Wow. All I did was I ran some warm water and I scrubbed it with an old toothbrush. And there it is. This one's awesome. Oh, it's interesting. This is another shell, and then this must be the inside cast of another shell? Maybe? I don't know. I can't interpret a lot of this stuff because you're like looking through cross sections of things. This is a cool one though. The one thing I meant to do before starting this video, and I forgot to do, was to look up to see if I could ID these the species of this snail. Because you can see the outside patterns and the inside patterns, like this center line with the side wigglies. It's really cool. I just love being able to walk around and find stuff like this. It really is pretty. Isn't that something? Just sitting there. There's some other things in this that I can't quite figure out. I'm not sure what I'm looking at in some of this stuff. It looks like there's like, well, there's that line. I'm not sure what's up with that. But there's something that isn't a shell. You can see some of this stuff right here. This is some kind of like rib structure or something. And there's, I don't know. It's so sort of mashed. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. But I get this just odd feeling that it's something, there's something more to it than just this. Anyway, that was really fun. So this one, Sadie found the same day. She and her friend walked over to the bookstore and she found this, well, I don't know, maybe a mile from where I dropped them. This one's pretty cool. It's some kind of really fine-grained stuff. It's sort of this blue. You can see the circles. Well, I can anyway. But it's interesting. It has sections here that still have possibly parts of the original surface. I think you can see. Look at the curve and the wiggle. Curve and the wiggle. I'm not sure if this is, I'm not sure what that is. I mean, could that be pumice? I don't know. That's pretty neat. And then the last one, I found, I must have found it, one of the, like the previous video, I was looking at this one, and I haven't polished this. I haven't done anything to this. I cleaned it, that's it. I don't know anything about arrowheads. I do know that this area has been continuously inhabited since at least Clovis time, which is what, 14,000 years ago, something like that? Does this, I don't know anything about arrowheads. Does this look like this thing got worked, like somebody's was like chipping on it? Because all the surfaces have this little clicky bit, but it's, everything is worn. Everything is worn. Like, look at that face right there. Was someone trying to make this into something? Is this a scraper? Or am I just dreaming? Well, it does scrape things. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but... So if anybody could tell me, anybody who knows about this stuff, let me know. Because it looks... I could talk myself into saying that it's deliberate. It looks like it was sized down to a certain thing, and that the edges were sharpened or cleaned up, and that it was used to, like, do stuff. But I'm not sure. You tell me.